Hello my friends, I am Amit Vikram. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen Covey, is one of an epitome book in the fields of self-improvement. I suggest all of you read this book once, at least once. Few books are made to swallow, and this book is one of its kind. The author suggests you to work on your habits. He chooses to write about habits based on individual's character. He doesn't give you shortcuts to improve, tricks to improve, but he reveals very easily, very simply, easy to grasp ways to follow, all-time hit, all-time working habits of highly effective people. You know, my friends, our habits in a long run culminates to our character. So if we are based on our habits to improve, we can change our character and can get maximum and consistent outcomes. I have brought for you one of his concepts from the book of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People related to segregate your time intervals to your time priorities to get consistent and effective outcomes from your activities. But before learning how to get maximum outcomes by our time division, I want you to understand 2 significant terms. First is important and next is urgent. In a layman's language, both terms are same, but there is a big difference between these 2 terms. Actually, this difference, the understanding of the difference between the urgent and important terms can create your category among ordinary people or in a significantly high successful peoples. So, first, to understand the meaning, the differences of the meanings of these 2 terms, I want to share 2 simple examples in front of you. So be with me, let's watch. So my friends, suppose that you took admission to a course because it is important for your career. You took admission because you want some knowledge, some skills out of that course. But unfortunately, you procrastinated for the whole year. You did not study, and just 1 month before the exams, you started to study just to pass the exams. You sorted out all types of the shortcuts to learn because you just wanted urgently to study and to know how to crack the exam. Now rethink this situation once again. You took admission because it was important, and now what you are doing? You are studying just urgently to accomplish the syllabus. You just want to crack the exam. That's it. So what was the motive? Motive was important, and what we are doing some urgent things. We are compromising in the quality of our choices in the activities which we are following. This is the first example. Here we should know that everybody has few things in our life which are important for them, but if we are not caring about them, then they become urgent, and when we are following some urgent activities, then we are compromising the qualities of our activities. So be aware at the right moment. My friends, this example is my own experience. Actually, once with my friend, I promised that I would receive him from the airport. He was coming home after many years, and his flight was arriving at 3 a.m. in the morning. So I put my alarm for 2 a.m. so that I would wake up at the right moment and can receive him properly. At 2 a.m. alarm rang and I woke up. Then a quagmire of the thoughts came to my mind, whether I should wake up or should avoid it. I thought he can take cab to come home, and at the second moment, I thought I promised with him. It is not good to not to fulfill the promise. Then I woke up and received him properly. That was the different story. But I want to tell you that, my friends, there are few things in our life in which we feel they are urgent and important both. We have to take care. We should always follow the perspective of important activities. Like, take an example of the insurance. Insurance are urgent and important both. And we must understand this thing that only God knows what is going to happen in the next moment. So be aware to take your insurance on the urgent and important both basis. Now friends, we are going to go through 2 important lists. One of the list related to urgent activities, another list is related to important activities. If you go through this list, you can understand these 2 terms clearly. So friends, I have brought a list of urgent and important activities. Analyze this list and find out your time management according to these two variations. First is study. If you are studying just to crack an exam or cram your syllabus, then you are doing an urgent activity. If you are picking up and just dropping your relatives and thinking you are spending your time with them and it will improve your relationship with them, then you are just doing an urgent activity. If you are just managing yourself to make your monthly budget and finding out ways to pay your bills, then you are doing an urgent activity. If you are engaging yourself on your day-to-day basis, like just following your day-to-day programs, just going to school, college, job, or day-to-day business, or you are just engaging yourself in the daily activities like just doing your homework or completing the target given by the company on the monthly basis or on weekly or daily basis, then you are doing urgent activities. If you want to make a team and you are thinking you can get results according to you just by scolding your juniors, your younger ones, or pushing your upper hand over them, then you are doing an urgent activity. If you are thinking your personality can improve by the use of cosmetics, then you are doing urgent activity. If your principles and your rules are those rules and principles which you just crammed up, you don't understand them and don't know how these rules are going to impact on your real life, then you are doing an urgent activities. If you are just living at present, on the basis of present your activities, you are analyzing your future, then you are doing just urgent activity. And at last, I would say friends, that if you think somebody is your love, then you are doing an urgent activity. I'm just repeating the last sentence. If you feel somebody is your love because you feel something in your heart by looking at her or him, then you are doing an urgent activity. It's not the good way to follow up in love. You are going to create so much trouble in your life and in the opposite partner as well. So friends, I want to say you that if you are spending your most of the times in this way of activities, then you are going to get might be some positive results at present, but I am assuring you, you are going to miss great big opportunities which are lying in your future. Now let us come to the important activities. If you are studying for the sake of knowledge or learning new skills to use them, then you are engaging yourself in an important activity. If you are spending your quality time with your relatives and trying to figure out how your presence can improve their life, or you are understanding their feelings by putting yourself into their situations, then you are making actual relations. It is an important activity. It is an important time management. If you are just not engaging yourself into monthly budget making, but trying to search out new opportunities by making new connections, new relations to figure out how you can improve or how you can get a level upper, then you are doing an important activity. If you are making a team by participation, by understanding their feelings of your juniors, your younger ones, only then you can make a team and only then you can get positive and consistent results without your persistent interference into their activities. If you are making your personality based on your healthy diet, based on your daily exercise, then you are making your good personality on the important activity basis. If you feel your principles, if the rules and principles which you are following are based on your analysis, how those rules or those regulations are impacting in your life, then you are doing an important activity for making yourself your life principle basis. If you are just not at present by your activity basis, but you are also trying to understand how these things which you are doing in current time going to impact your future in long term, then you are doing an important activity. And last, my friends, I would say, if you are loving somebody, but you are actually not loving somebody's body, but you are loving somebody's feelings, somebody's emotions, somebody's understanding, then you are making an important decision in your life. Do not love somebody's body, but love with her feelings, with her understanding, with her emotions. That is the actual way to love. I would say, my friends, Kings are made for the skies, not for the clouds. I am repeating, kings are made for the skies, not for the clouds. So these are the distinguished, to list of urgent and important activities. If you go through them and understand, analyze those things which you are doing actually and how you are doing it actually, then you can understand how your time is lapsing with you. Now let us come to the epicenter of our main issue, the principles or the segregation of the time division, time management according to your activities. Let's begin. So friends, according to Stephen Covey, there are 4 kinds of the activities on the basis of your time management, on the basis of the quality of your activities. First comes urgent and important activities. Urgent and important activities, as from their name we can understand, they are compulsory activities. We don't have any option to avoid our engagement from them. They are like going to school, your college, your job, or doing your day-to-day business, paying your bills, making your monthly budget, or taking medicines. Friends, for such kinds of the activities, it is advisable to be very disciplined. Because these activities are maybe of the short time importance, but they can create, if we are not caring about them, then they can create big impact on our future as well. So be attent towards these activities. Second type of the activities are urgent and non-important activities. These are urgent and non-important. Why? Because we have to do these things urgently, but we know it very well that they are not very important for our future. They come suddenly. We don't have control over them. When they come, then we have to engage ourselves, our time, our money, our energy, our focus over them. We cannot avoid ourselves from engaging on those activities. They are like when you get a phone call from your friend. He just wants your help. Then you have to go to help your friend. Might be he is just a measly help, but you have to do it. Like attending your phone call. You were studying and suddenly phone rang. Then you have to attend that phone call. So such kinds of the activities comes suddenly. By name you can understand urgent and non-important activities. So try to just limit your time over these kinds of the activities. Third kind of activities are non-important and non-urgent activities. We can avoid ourselves from engaging into them. They are worst kind of the activities to follow and spare your time over them. These kinds of the activities just eat up your time, eat up your energy, eat up your focus, eat up your whole plan of your future. Actually, these are the activities of idlers, the purposeless people. So try to say, just not try, but strictly say no to them. They are like watching television soaps daily, they comes on the soap, the serials comes on the television. You are watching them, very attentively. Or yes, you are watching 8 hours of the cricket match on television. Such kind of activities, just passing your time with your friends at hotel, such kinds of the activities are purposeless activities. They are not going to beneficial for you for in any way in your future. So such kinds of the activities are non-important and non-urgent activities. So just not limit yourself, but try to make it zero, a big zero of non-urgent and non-important activities in your daily time routine. So I would say, might be you would feel that I want some entertainment, then make your time specifically for the entertainment, but just not spare your time for just engaging yourself, just passing your time without any purpose. When you want entertainment, when you want refreshment, then do refreshment. Make yourself refresh because you want to do some great work. That's why you are taking some refreshment, some entertainment. So these are the 3 activities. Now comes the last and most important activities. They are non-urgent but really important. The most important part of this video is about non-urgent and important things. My friends, non-urgent and important activities are most valuable. We have to understand these kinds of the activities sincerely as they can give us maximum outcomes. My friends, non-urgent and important activities are optional. As by their names, it is up to us to give our time into them or not. Due to their non-urgent character, it is usually seen that we separate us by our engagement into them. But world's most successful person spare their maximum time into non-urgent and important activities. Non-urgent and important activities are slow to process in a short duration of time, and their result is also not visible or perceivable. But when they get to maturity, they have the potential to change everything in our life. Take an example of the connections. How many times we go to meet some important person just to make a good relationship with them without a reason? It is usually non-urgent thing, that's why it doesn't happen. But my friends, I say connections always pay, so make them in the right direction so that you would get the right payment of it. Another kind of important and non-urgent activity is reading a book. It is seen that reading a book is a habit of a student or of highly educated class people. But my friends, every successful person from Ratan Tata to Bill Gates to Mark Zuckerberg read a book, manage their time to read a book on daily basis. Reading a book is a wonderful habit. Books are just not our friends. They are a lot more than that. Just give them a chance. If you want to understand the importance of reading a book, read a book. Yeah, read a book of any successful person of this earth. You will find either a book they read changed their life or they wrote a book to change ours. My friends, it is really hard to follow the habit of reading a book without any urgent requirement, but it can change your life. I am promising you. There are lots other non-urgent and important activities, just like taking care of your body, doing exercise, having a healthy diet, or doing meditation is a non-urgent activity, but it is really important. Think about yourself. If you are not caring about these things in the next 10 years, what can happen? Diabetes, mental stress, or obesity can cover you. If you really want to see such kinds of the people, see around you how compelled they are. They are living on the prescriptions of the doctor. They procrastinated at the right time and now they are suffering. If you want to avoid those sufferings, then be aware right now, because it is non-urgent, but it is really important. It is like the insurance you are doing for your body. My friends, having a good relationship with your friends, with your loved ones or your family members, it is really important. But of course it is non-urgent, that's why we are not caring about it, but it is important. You are investing if you are investing your quality time with your friends, with your family members, then it will pay you in the right time. My friends, investing in a long-term savings scheme is also a non-urgent activity, but it is really important. You know, my friends, taking insurance of your medical or life insurance is also a non-urgent but really important activity, or planting a tree. My friends, you know, if you want to be a great person, then you have to have the habits of great persons. You cannot be great without the habits of great personalities. There is a difference between manager and leader. You know what it is the difference? Managers do all compulsory and urgent things, while leaders vision, they dream big things. And by sorting out new opportunities, leaders pave path to fulfill those dreams in the sphere of non-urgent and important activities. Thank you very much, my friends. Thank you so much.